Alright, so let's see how these Chaffies go. Immediately, the Chaffee swarm hits a mine.
Hey guys, remember to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hey, go one step further, become a channel member. Any support you guys give is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the video.
Hello everyone, I'm Greyshot17, and today I'm covering a Company of Heroes 3 replay. This is a 4v4 on my favorite map, Oasis Depot. Not just because of what my tournament stuff, but I really enjoyed the aesthetic of this map. I enjoy all the lanes, so yeah, no, I just enjoy it. Anyway, we'll see if it usually brings out the best game, so hopefully the person who submitted this gave me a good game, but we shall see. Wait, what's the thing? Good luck, have fun. Guess we have to go dumpster diving.
An infantry section is present and accounted for.
I don't understand, but okay. Let's see. We got ourselves another key players. We have Unsean, Berkshire. We also got GSK and Kenneth. So 2 Doc, 2 Vermach. We also have Who Is Your Daddy, the American, Dumpster Bob, the American, Flightless Bird, the Brit, and definitely not a Pineapple. Interesting names all around. Okay. Titantrad is taking the middle position. Another motorcycle team on the right to hopefully grab the victory points and start putting pressure on the allies. So nice little focus on victory points early on. Allies are still gearing on up. We have one that may be AFK. Buddy, did you just wake up? Who is your daddy? Because it seems like you were waiting on something. I don't know what. Okay, so I guess we already have shoutouts for mines. Not sure there. I'm also unsure why you dropped an MG right next to a Falchion Pioneer. I guess you did it unknowingly. It's just like, oh yes, I'll get in the building. But yeah, this MG, usually its ultimate enemy is the Falchion Pioneer. Because not only is a unit that's mobile, that can get around the MG, it has a satchel. So if it gets close up to your building, it's a goner. Luckily, he was able to get in the building, so he's able to put out damage. But he's still taking like a lot of health hits. So, Falchion Pioneer did its job. MG kind of covering mid. On the left, we have a bigger battle between the Doc, by the way, 2 Doc, 2 Vermach, and 2 Brits, 2 Americans. So, a perfect even split. Round Engineers getting close. We got ourselves the Dingo, managed to push back the half track. Wait, is there any interesting differences? Falchion Pioneer, I guess, is one. Palm Grenadiers. Oh, wait, here, 3 Panzer Pioneers with 2 light vehicles supporting. I guess maybe for... Are you doing the grenade launcher? I went with the mines right now, but I have a feeling we're about to see a lot of grenade launchers from this guy. Meanwhile, the Americans have Riflemen, Pure Infantry Section, 3 mortars! Who is your daddy? As like, it's not who's your daddy. It's, what's your daddy bringing? Mortars. That's what daddy's bringing home. He went to the store to get cigarettes and milk, and all he brought home instead was mortars. Lots of mortars. Anyway, the American forces just dug in like a tick in there. He's trying to kill the Panzer Pioneer. That'd be a nice early win. I know it's not a, like, look, a Panzer Pioneer is not an expensive unit, but every loss, especially early on, is a major step backwards. Also, early cash, early retreat point. Bit ballsy, but does cut the time in half, and you get 5 extra fuel, which is giving the Axis a small lead against the Allies. Mortar fire, thanks to, I'm assuming Who's Your Daddy, is going to destroy that building. MG does get out in the nick of time before the building collapses, though that was only seconds of difference. Grenadiers are taking that position, though again very low, so he's going to pull back. Small counterattack going on by definitely not a Pineapple against the Falchion Pioneers. Is he only Falchion Pioneer? Yes, he is. And he's also going... No, sorry, he's definitely going with grenades. Which is fine. Oh, nice job dodging the rifle grenade. Nice strafe! Falchion Pioneer has... well, the Luftwaffe battle group has the suppression run, so able to get that off. Fortunately, they just stood around, but yeah, infantry section, if they stay there any longer, thanks to the additional forces, would be pulverized. He's going to pull back, more infantry section come on in, so they're going to be stuck in the buildings, firing, trying to keep the British at bay. So, I wouldn't want to be a Berkshire, although I do like grenade spam. But it's just going to be annoying. Very annoying for him to push on up. Pioneer's already low. He's like, God damn it, I just brought him to the front. Luckily, gets him out in the nick of time. We have the triple mortar threat as well. This seems to be pulverizing a lot of the German forces that come on up. Panzergrenadier's trying to outrun the mortar. There is an MG there, so not likely going to happen. As soon as he gets suppressed, they're going to start focusing on him. And he'll start taking a lot of damage. Meanwhile, on the far right, we have more forces. We know this guy with Rangers because he's putting a beacon out. He has the scout units, so the artillery observer, and he's just going to be calling down artillery to any Axis unit that enters this sector. So something to keep in mind is, is going to be those artillery strikes against infantry. Just in general. Motor pool being made by Who's Your Daddy. We got the tree point by Orange. Over here, again, looks like the Axis really want to be in the fight as much as possible. Not a bad idea, because again, well, okay, it's a bad idea when you don't have a way to reinforce, but it looks like he does have a way to reinforce. Red, where is your ability to heal, is my first question. Kenneth? Nothing. Okay. Well, the Germans double teaming managed to take over at that point. Falchion Pioneers with an MG and a grenade. Wow, okay. Usually I see just a ton of grenades, because grenade launcher is really powerful. I really enjoy it. It's stupid. It's stupidly powerful, but it's enjoyably powerful for me. MG is absolutely going to be flanked. Order's pulled back, so Who's Your Daddy, at least won't be targeted, but the, this poor MG by, Dumpster Bob, yeah, he's going to have a bit of a rough time. Dumpster Bob, where are you building all that barbed wire? Oh, he's oh my god. Okay. Dumpster Bob is absolutely being a dumpster person by potentially just barbed wiring everything and just making all sorts of defenses. So, you'd love to see it. Motorcycle team flanking the MG. They're really trying to kill Cash. A little bit forward placing on that Cash. I don't understand why you put it that close to the enemy base for that fuel amount. I get it, fuel's important, like, but that would have been a smarter choice rather than here. Although it looks like the MG did die, so kind of a fail more on the American player than even though the Kenneth is not exactly in the right. I don't know why you put that there. Meanwhile, we do have a small British counterattack in mid. Falchion Pioneers are pulling back. And there we go. Middle is open. Okay. Meanwhile, we got ourselves any armor? We got... Oh, Flak Filling's taking damage. Hold on. Pulling back against a British force. That British force, did they have a 6-pounder? No. I guess it was AT grenades or maybe... I don't see any AT rifles. Has to be AT grenades. But he's trying to give chase. He's not going to really get close enough. Half-tracks providing support. Mortar half-track even. So... Okay, mortar half-tracks can be very annoying, and their mobility is fantastic for being out of danger. Speaking of which, we have a Chaffee on the field. Potentially going to go hunting for some light vehicles. Again, Chaffee is a light tank destroyer. Pretty solid, pretty good speed. And unfortunately, Who's Your Daddy went airborne, so he doesn't have something to boost it from that battle group. By the way, what have... Okay, we have Aaron C. from Flightless Bird, who has been putting down caches and also a forward retreat point, so pretty solid stuff right there. Again, you want to see that early cache on this map. It's super important, so if you ever play Oasis Depot, always put a cache here as soon as you can, so you get that fuel, that glorious fuel income. Meanwhile, Allies and Axis are gearing up for a big fight. Okay, that unit got put down. Chaffee's opening fire with infantry section supporting. We have a strafe coming on in, and they're... Oh, wow. What a fallback right here. Okay. At least he can reinforce, because that's a Luftwaffe point. Alright, they're slowly healing on up. We have a Stu coming on in. Chaffee's pulling on back. The infantry section could throw a bunch of AT grenades on the Stug. Again, I love the Falchion Pioneers just having guys like parachute with them. It's so stupid, yet so enjoyable. Again, the grenade launchers are good against infantry. They're okay against armor. It's not really going to do anything at all. But it's like the big thing is infantry. It slaughters infantry, and infantry section goes down. Nice kill there. So definitely not a pineapple. Is definitely not having a good day with the down to 4 units. Luckily, the American unit, or one of the Americans, has a bombing strike. Dumpster Bob? No, he is mech. That would be Who's Your Daddy, who has the air support. And is airborne, so I guess that kind of works out. Meanwhile, I think the last guy I have not covered. Who have I not covered? Oh, I have Dumpster Bob over here. Okay, he went. Of course, he went the advanced infantry. So let's see. We have GSK, who has gone with armored support. We have the Panzer Command right there. The Wehrmacht players have gone with Luftwaffe. We already know that. And Adson is Terror. Already getting side skirts. Is side skirts for your Stug? Oh, double Stugs. Okay, so yeah, as long as the Stugs have good coverage, they can easily focus fire and deal with those Chaffies. Chaffies, meanwhile, can take the Stugs if they can flank and overwhelm with speed the Stugs. But with pack gun support, among other things, actually, there's a lot of German support over here. Middle is locked down. It seems like all the focus is kind of in that sector. Chaffies might have an opportunity here. Pack gun is still pretty far back. But here, they're going to open fire. Stug is pretty low. A couple shots bounce. They actually managed to hit the Volscian Pioneers, who are trying to heal the Stug through it. What the fuck? Is this Stug just like... you know, like, gotta deal with that AT gun. I'll focus on that. You can, you know, kill my ally. It's fine. Chaffies pull back across the river. They still are opening fire. But again, not doing a ton of damage versus the Grenadiers. They'll do a little bit. The machine guns are not worthless. They'll focus on the Grenadier, but it's not going to be like, you know, a Ranger squad or something. Or other armored units with, better soft attack against infantry. Alright, speaking of damage, what is Red bringing to the table? He has 2 grenade launchers, so I was kind of right about that. We have ourselves a double half-track with, you guessed it. Wait, actually, no, Red, what have you... Oh, no, he definitely went with grenade launcher. Okay, so he has grenade launcher inside the half-track. So he's definitely grenade spamming. Panzer III is on the field. I think that's our first major armored unit. Okay, have a medium variety. Grant's about to deploy. We have a Sherman as well. So both sides are bringing out some better armor. Meanwhile, it looks like the armored thrust on the left is happening. I say happening because he's charging a bunch of Stugs bursting infantry that have grenades. And Black Flag is doing the best they can, but it's not... You tearing apart your own Panzer grenade, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't seem great. If the Chaffies were actually in a good position, they could have honestly, they could still overwhelm this armor. Engineer squad is quickly trying to heal up the Chaffies, which is astounding. I don't think I've seen a Chaffee spam in a while. Okay, it's been a while since I've seen this many Chaffies in a 4v4. Usually you do not see Chaffee spam in a 4v4. It's just a little uncommon, at least in my opinion. Again, chat, please correct me if I'm wrong if you see a bunch of Chaffies as I'm watching a plane crash in the distance. I'm like, but yeah, I just can't think of another recent game where there's just been a ton of Chaffies. Air support from the Volscian Pioneers, it's mid. Looks like it actually did hurt the armor quite a bit. Grenades are firing. Engineer squad pulls back. Chaffies are helping to dish out damage. Meanwhile, slowly but surely, Kenneth is trying to push back, well, Dumpster Bob. But Dumpster Bob is being very annoying with 3... Okay, one's a fighting position, but 2 MGs. Man forgot to cover his flank, though, so that's unfortunate. Sherman moving on in. And, yeah, you can fire all the grenade noob tubes you want. It does very little versing Shermans. Meanwhile, the double team is still happening on the far left. And they did take the VP. And right now, victory point-wise, the Axis kind of need to keep the pressure on the Allies. And they seem to be doing exactly that. So, good double. Grant got pushed back because Well, yeah, double Stug would do that too. Triple Stug! Oh my god. We're seeing a Stug spam, and we're seeing a Chaffee spam. I really want them to go head to head. And see which is the better tank destroyer. You got the mortar half-tracks moving on up, medical. Again, 5 Chaffies. Oh my god. I am so pumped for this. I cannot wait to see what these Chaffies bring. Okay. Just don't... Okay. The thing is, though, is Who's Your Daddy is really limited with his repair. Because he didn't go mechanized, so he doesn't have, like, a, you know, an increased repair ability. He doesn't have a repair something to put on a point. So, 3 Chaffies instead of the 5 move up. Grenades are doing, you know, they're hurting it. Kinda. Really the pack gun that's doing more. American Air Force is coming on in for a strafe, and this is very limited, a smaller area. Oh my god, almost careening into the Panzer Pioneers. But AA shoots him down. Is this just a flak? Oh no, we actually have a flak. Not a bad idea, honestly. Usually I'm not a big fan of, like, this sort of flak. Or just, you know, kind of like this defense. But when the enemy has a lot of planes, yeah, shoot them down before they can actually strafe you. Counterpoint. And this is just me with this. Who's Your Daddy can just deploy a lot more planes, like heavy bombers and such, to just destroy it. But I appreciate at least some AA. Also, good cutoff by the American player, or at least one of the Americans, I think. Cut this off. So right now, the resources that, you know, is so important to the Axis are no longer coming on in. So always cutting the vital lines. Speaking of, well, potentially cutting more vital stuff, the American player over here is advancing. Oh, nice upgrade. So great cut upgrade. Sherman goes down thanks to a great shot by the Panzer IV. MG now being threatened. A bazooka team is there, and hopefully sweepers pick up those mines. I think they're, you know, it would be good if they got all cleaned up. Oh, Chaffies see the Panzer IV and finally go after a target. Since all the Stugs are in the other section, a lone Panzer IV is easy to pick off with 5 Chaffies. And they're going to pull back and get to the Allied lines. Meanwhile, do we still have 1 Grant? Oh, never mind. We have a few more than a single Grant. Looks like he's been pumping them out like crazy. I still have to say the Germans over here have advantage based on the amount of Stugs and everything. But who knows? We'll see what the British artillery, among other AT units, do against this armored force. And maybe the Grants can come in and actually seal the deal. Nice shot with the 6-pounder on the Stug. Grant slowly moving up with the AT gun. Makes sense. Make sure you have AT coverage to help, you know, keep the enemy back. Infantry section moving on in. Honestly, a flare right here would be great for the AT to have maximum range in this sector. They have sight. Bounce off the front. Infantry section coming around the side. Panzer III is pulling on back. Again, we have the... I'm sorry, 6 Chaffies moving on in. Victory point wise, right now Allies have a small lead, and they're getting ever so more of that lead. The longer they hold those victory points. Alright, Grants easily put down the Panzer III. They fire into the smoke and bring down the health of another one. Let's see. 6-pounder open fire against the Stug. Grant's moving on in. Come on, Stugs. Altson, this is your time. There we go. Pack gun opening fire. Stugs, come on. Let's move. Alright, the Stugs are mobile. They are moving. Something is happening. Something is happening. Pack gun is... I'm sorry, 6-pounders neutralized. Stugs can now focus. Good veterancy across the board. Panzer III as well, trying to get some retribution for his fallen ally. And there we go. Grant goes down. The Grants are now committing to cover their remaining infantry. The Stug line is holding. Another Grant goes down. Stugs are getting lower though, but that Grant is about to get another salvo. All right, AT grenade is about to be thrown. Okay. He's still alive. And here comes this is the real bad thing. All the Chaffies. Panzer IV trying to stop them, even with its death. The Chaffies just roll on through. All right, Chaffies, you gonna move in for target? Probably not. We got double loiters going in effect, managed to bring the Chaffies down quite a bit. Grants are there's only two. Well, okay, there's one veteran grant and one recruit grant. Let's see, Stoogs. We're back up to 3. No Panzer IVs, double Panzer IIIs, and it seems like Red has finally been like, okay, maybe I should pump out a lot of armor. He's also getting armored reserve, so hopefully he can maybe, you know, if I'm him, either you go for the Tiger or you maybe deploy double Stoogs. Nice kill on that Stoog. That was not the veteran one. All right, here comes the Chaffee Swarm. That injured Stoog is trying to get away. Pack gun, actually plenty of pack and Panzer III fire, gonna kill that Grant. I can already see it. Yep, there it goes. It's like, yeah, you're not escaping all of that. Recon artillery is coming in effect, right? Recon artillery? Which means that the blue guy, aka Flightless Bird, is gone. No, it's not. I thought that was a recon artillery. Wait, based on that, am I crazy? Oh no, we do. Okay, definitely not a pineapple. Got recon artillery. He also has armored. All right. He's not getting a Black Prince, right? Okay, we don't know yet. He's saving up. Black Prince versus King Tiger? Maybe? Alright, I think we lost. Nope. We still have 6 Chaffies. He's your daddy really wants his Chaffee play to work out. And by God, it seems to be, though. Again, he has lost the mortar and has really no frontline troops. So he's really reliant on these TDs to, you know, make it up. But luckily his ally is just coming in through the south. 76 Sherman, by the way. And just cleaning house. Like, they have up into this area. I know he was placing down barbed wire and stuff before, but goddamn, put SimCity here to stop them from crossing this bridge. That way you just have to worry about, you know, all of this, but still, at least it's one less area you have to worry about for a moment. Alright, Sherman is dealing with lots of armor. But one less one as Chaffies move on in and put down the Panzer IV. As long as the Chaffies keep moving in, getting a kill, and pulling out, that's, damn, that's pretty damn sweet, I would say. Sherman pulling on back. We got some, you know, a heal point. We still got that fighting position with some tank traps. Maybe make some new ones. Is it Grant about to go down? No, Stu just makes him retreat. All right, do any of the dock players have a recovery ability? No, they do not. The only reason I bring that up is because, oh wait, no, they have salvage. Hold on. Yeah, oops, sorry. Let me just pull up the dock player that has it. But yeah, he has salvage, so he can absolutely tear down all the wrecks and get resources, which I think he has been doing. Yeah, there's more wreck. Oh yeah, there he goes. He's getting just tons of resources, which is fuel and manpower, which will help him out in the long run against, well, hopefully against the Chaffies. Right now we have a triple Panzer threat. I don't think it'll work against 6 Chaffee. Well, no, if he gets upgrades and has proper, you know, support, yeah. I see a Tiger over, oh, sorry, King Tiger over here. So he saved up for that. And I guess all the death via Stoogs, from Stoogs and on Stoogs helped to get the command points to unlock a King. Okay. Meanwhile, we have another Tiger. Wow, all the Axis are bringing out Tigers. Okay. I mean, good. That's pretty damn solid in order. I mean, if you can make sure you have armor out, it seems like a certain player over here was not expecting a king to show up. He's getting a Hellcat, but the damage is done, and Red will be able to hopefully slingshot his way back over to this front and retake everything. Again, the only issue is this Tiger is by himself. If those Chaffies move on in, which I think they are, you can see the fucking conga line. Well, okay, the mine goes off, but most of them are still active and can push. Nice suppression right there. Panzer 4, Panzer 3 keeping them back, so they're actually stuck up on this hill. Mine hits the rifleman on the way out. Good mine placement to stop the, because again, one got injured, the rest of them back up. Meanwhile, it looks like over here we have a big push. Grant being supported by a 17-pounder. But man, you got a 17-pounder, but they got a king. So real bad timing on that part. King opening fire, managed to get great shot on that unit. They're pulling back right now. We have some additional support coming on in. I think that's rocket strafe, right? Well, we definitely have artillery coming on in. Hold on. Panzer 3 gets neutralized quickly by the Chaffies. Again, we still have 6 Chaffies on the field. I would love if that king got overwhelmed by Chaffies. The heaviest heavy tank versus the lightest TDs. Who wins? You'll never expect it. Oh. Now, I will say this. Good job on the Axis. Kenneth has managed to retake his side. Orange, a.k.a. Berkshire, has managed to take the fuel point. So it looks like the Axis are getting a little bit more initiative. Victory point-wise, the Axis are down by about 130 points. But they're doing a good job. I don't want to say it's just like, you know, an easy... I hate games where it's like, it's always one side and the enemy just gets pushed away. To me, that's not fun. This, it seems like there is some back and forth. And right now, there's a lot of Chaffies and a lot of Grants moving on in against the enemy. Hellcat moving on in. Wow, we have a huge front. Alright, so let's see how these Chaffies go. Immediately, the Chaffee swarm hits a mine. Panzer 3 is focused on the weak link. And unfortunately, they're unable to finish off the weak link. Grenades are thrown, though, on the weak link, and there it goes. Oh, no! He's still backing on up. Panzer 3 and Stoogs give chase. They want it. Oh, the Chaffee's dead. Another mine goes off, I think, damaging the 2 others. Up there goes one Panzer 3, but here comes Stoogs and Panzer 3s. Again, Chaffees are in a fight where they really don't want to be in because they want to be mobile, not immobile. They're still focusing, though. Up, another Chaffee goes down. The 2 back ones try to dish out the damage. Meanwhile, since all that's there, there's nothing stopping these Grants and everything focusing on the King. We got AT Overwatch in effect, and even though people have told me Greyshot's not very good, it does keep the Grants back, and the air support drives back the Grants as well. So the King is literally, this King is hiding behind a goddamn, like, troop, sorry, a barracks location. But unfortunately for him, there's a foot guards moving in and 17-pounder, and that puts the thing down. The Brit actually has double 17-pounder, so Flightless Bird is ready to clip that King's wings, and he does. Grants are trying to finish off the remaining Stug. Oh, there's one more remaining, sorry. Panzer 3 goes down. Here comes the Chaffies against this Stug. Another mine. Kill the Stug, but the Chaffee's a bit injured. Meanwhile, in mid, it looks like Panzer 4 and the Falchion Pioneers have locked an area down. That's great and all. I'm happy for you. But the Allies managed to knock out, what, 2, 3 players? GSK is down to a single Panzer 4, which he just deployed. We got a single Panzer 4 from Berkshire. And we got ourselves a Panzer 3 and a Tiger, which is great, but it's on the other side of the map. And as we can see, a certain player, which that guy should be fighting, is helping. Is he salvaging? Oh, he has mech. So yeah, this guy can get the upgrade with salvage. Okay. I mean, it's a King Tiger, so you're salvaging even a quarter of it. You're getting like 50 fuel from that thing. And, at minimum, right? I would say, it's going to be a lot of resources. All right. Meanwhile, I will say Chaffee's, there were definitely some Chaffee losses, but it looks like Who's Your Daddy managed to pump out some more. There's still a decent army in mid, but can, sorry, I was say Berkshire, right? Yeah, can Berkshire hold this location? Berkshire, do you have the ability to, yes, you do have the manpower, so he does have, even if he takes losses, he can, come back in a pretty good, state. Because he won't take that much to, replenish his army. He is very large, Falchion Pioneer, grenade launcher army. Panzer IVs are moved to mid with a flak defense to help against infantry. MG's focused, knocked out. There's more MGs. And here comes the armor swarm. He has double pack though. So, but Panzer IV still meets its maker. German gets out of there. Panzer IV does not. And here comes some type of bombing strike. Oh my god. Well, Falchion Pioneers will make it to fight another day. Everything else, not so much. Pack guns are neutralized, and oh no. Well, recruise it. Pack gun fires, immediately dies. Great stuff. Good arty right there. Alright. Victory point wise, it is very close. Again, allies have, well, they're close to taking mid. Dumpster Bob's is dumpstered. Oh, Berkshire was like, I need it back. That is a little bit funny. Oh, AT Overwatch is hitting this area. Grant's almost dead. One more shot would do it. Actually, it's the Royal Engineer instead. Damn. Hate to be that guy. Luckily, again, teamwork. We got a recovery station here, so all the armor is, it's interesting that all the armor gets healed by it. I remember in CoH3, you get like a repair crew that goes between, but no. It's just a universal healing station right there. So every piece of armor is just being healed up, and they will be ready to go in just a moment. Maybe slightly overpowered. I think it maybe just one at a time would make a little more sense. But, whatever. Allies built it. Allies have the ability, so they get it. Pack gun is trying to... And should hold back the Sherman. He's going to smoke his way out. Meanwhile, we got ourselves GSK, and he's gotten himself a new Panzer Force. We got 2 Panzer IIIs and a Panzer IV. There's still a ton of Chaffies moving on in. So if he's not careful, he's about to lose all those Panzers. Chaffies are on standby. Again, he's not pushing in just yet. We have a new King Tiger, which would be hilarious if those Chaffies immediately went around and just killed. Chaffies are putting pressure on the Panzer IIIs. There's Panzer IV taking hits now. Actually, the barracks took most of those shots. Middle is now under fire. Falchion Pioneers continue to hold. Axe is gaining the lead by about 20 points, but every point helps. All right, Grants are moving on in, but we have a Tiger and a King Tiger ready to go. Tiger opens fire with the King. Grant takes heavy hits. Air support's going to be coming on in, and there it goes. Strafe helps kill one Grant. King Tiger can kill a second. He fires through the smoke. I think the pack killed it, but whatever it did, there goes another Grant. Alright, air support just flew overhead. We got a strafe coming on in, I guess anti-infantry strafe. A little damage, not too much. Here comes the Force Recon with 2 Grants back. Actually, well, 3, not Grants, sorry, Shermans. 3 Shermans backing up the wave. Oh, never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the Chaffee slowly pushing their way up the hill, and air support from Air and Sea, focusing on the Tiger. Germans coming on in. I hear a V1. I'm just gonna stand back and see where the V1 hits. Lots of Shermans coming on in. Oh, sorry, lots of Chaffies. Hits where the Chaffies were, not where they are. Lead Chaffee dies. There's still 4 remaining. Armor's at the bottom of the hill, though. Sherman pulling back. Pack gun's still hitting them, though. Maybe they get the Sherman. AT Overwatch is in effect, driving the Chaffies back. Again, very low on health. AT Overwatch gets killing the Chaffee right there. Panzer 3s are not counterattacking, but there are grants on sale. I love how we're going back and forth on this goddamn island. Grants are now pushing the Panzer 3s back. There's still that Vet 3 pack gun doing its absolute best. Firing through the smoke, the Chaffies managed to drive the Panzer 3s away. And both sides, I'm just going to say both sides take some heavy hits. King Tiger actually alive. I thought you died, but I guess it was just the other Tiger that died. Okay. Panzer 3 moving on up. Stuka opening fire. Just hitting this whole back area. Road engineers are gone. Yeah, it's just looking pretty grim. Hold on. We got a Black Prince. All right. Now, the question is, will definitely not Pineapple actually use it to actually be, you know, an effective unit, or will it immediately die? We shall find out. Chaffee guy not committing really torpedoed the push right there. I mean, a little bit, chat. I agree. Maybe coming in from a different order instead of just directly in a conga line. Like, because remember, if you're in a line, the lead armored unit is going to fire, but the rest of them are slowly going to, you know, need to come up and then fire. If you would have maybe geared up over here with the British player who has pushed up and has locked down this town square area with heavy guns and fighting positions. Hopefully he keeps putting a few more, but good job on his part, especially being air and sea, you know, more caches, mines everywhere. He's done a good job. Who is this guy again? Flightless Bird. I feel like he had some issues early on, but not bad in terms of defenses, except for one key issue, and that is no fighting position right here. But looks like he's getting his 17 powder out of there, but I'm assuming a grenade's gonna be thrown, and yeah, that's nice idea. Well, hold on. Artillery's now hitting this sector. Medical truck is trying to be targeted, but looks like the infantry section managed to weaken the infantry. I think one fighting position right there for the Brits, easily able to keep the German infantry back. All right, here comes the Panzer 3s. The Panzer 4 behind it. One of the Panzer 3s is very close to certain death. Slim Jim is like, Greyshot, check mid. You're missing everything. You're not wrong. We got Force Recon, or the RD Recon coming on in. Thanks to the British Armored Battle Group. Managed to knock out a pack gun. King Tiger is still chilling with a Stug supporting. And yeah, we're down to a situation where the Axes have about a 110-point lead. So not too shabby on his part. Now the question is, how long will the Axis be able to hold this? Well, we have strafes going on. We have 5 Chaffies. Who's Your Daddy will need to come in for a flank. Definitely not Pineapple. Has the Black Prince, so he has a unit, if supported well, that can take the hits and dish out damage. And hopefully the Chaffies come in for the final blow. That's what they really need. Panzer 3s are all healed with the Panzer 4. Tiger's healed up. So it's looking pretty fierce. Black Prince opening fire on the MG. MG returning fire. That's kind of fun. We got Stuka doing a creeping barraging the whole sector. AT guns being recruited. MG is injured but can be definitely healed. Rifleman under a heavy fire from all the armor. We have heavy bombers moving on in. Hold on. This could be the big push. And there we go. All the armor's moving on in because bombers about to hit the back lines. Clearing all of that. The bombers force the German armor into mid. But here come the Chaffies. Alright. They're dealing with the Panzer IV and the Tiger on the flank. They're opening fire. They did get a little shell-shocked right there. They're trying to give chase. King Tiger, a lot of the shots are bouncing off the King. how long will that last, especially when the Grant's on the other side. Chaffee's trying to get around. King needs to get beyond the bridge, and he does. Oh no. V1 coming in close. Stoogs is dead. Here it comes. Holy shit! King Tiger, danger close, bridge destroyed. The Chaffees are perished. The king lived. I cannot believe that. Oh my god. The king just barely got ahead of them, and it worked. Instead of going around, they chased, and so many Chaffies died in that. That was amazing. What an escape. Okay. A lot of credit just went to that King Tiger. And who owns it? Altsin? Good job right there. Absolutely massive play. New Tiger on the field as well. Meanwhile, the British player with his Black Prince just got healed up and is now moving the mid. So at least the Black Prince lived. But yeah. Problem is right now the Allies are losing by about 160 points. And they need something fast. Now, we know Tiger easily is going to deal with this. But we know this area is unguarded. Like, if I am the Axis, I put MGs. I keep one unit on the point. Because right now, a single unit capturing this potentially stops the entirety of the front, you know, from going, or sorry, the entirety of the game from going from my way. All right. King Tiger moving on up, about to destroy a wreck, which would be nice if that didn't happen. We got some firebombs coming on in, right? In this sector? Oh no, mines. Mines are being placed, which is just gonna be annoying for the Axis, allies to deal with. Because it's on a point where they really want to push up, but they have to shoot all the mines first. MG trying to hit the infantry. Tiger slowly being healed. I mean, at the very least, the other Axis players, aka Berkshire and looks like Kenneth, have good amounts of armor. So they can make do without the King and the Stoogs on the front for the time being. Black Prince taking hits from the Tiger. I think the shot bounced. Black Prince did not bounce. Actually, it looks like the Black Prince did way more damage to the Tiger. Tiger backing up to a sector that literally he cannot go. Unless he wants to go this way, but still. Very dangerous with pathfinding right there. Tiger needs to pull back. He does and drops smoke. Grant pulling on in, opening fire, helps kill the Panzer III. But more, or Panzer IV, sorry, if that was Berkshire. Here come two Panzer IIIs. 17 pounders now in mid. Oh, sorry, Panzer IVs with two Panzer IIIs now coming on up. Black Prince is up Vet 3. Stoog is down. Armor is down. Again, Foot Guard's moving into mid. We have 20 points. Mine going off. Air support hitting the Black Prince, which he is crippled. Mine, it looks like a mine hit or AT grenade, something. His engine is gone. Point is decapped. Planes are crashing onto mid. Trying to stop the Allies from taking it. Allies throwing everything they have. We got Dumpster Bob throwing literally all of his infantry in the mid. King Tiger is back though. Here comes the Stuka, trying to clear up the infantry. Half track goes down. Panzer III and King Tiger opening fire. Remember, the King Tiger does have the armor bonus now. At Vet 2. No, Vet 3? Oh no. Sorry, just quickly. As you can see right there, 25% damage reduction on side armor, plus 20% rate of fire increase. So not a bad King Tiger right there. Hopefully he doesn't immediately die. It's gonna die to the 17 pounder as soon as I point that out, isn't it? Damn it! It is too damn slow. It couldn't get out of the 17 pounder's range right there. King Tiger thinks it's all that. Actually, the veteran seat went to the 17 pounder crew. You know what? Fair play. Fair play, 17 pounder crew. Managed to hold on to points. Now the Allies just need to hold on to this. And unfortunately for them, Falchion Pioneers are taking this. Sorry. Where's the V1 coming in? Wait, where'd it come in? I'm so confused. I'm legitimately confused where that V1 came in. Was it over here? Did it clear the defenses over here? I don't know, but it didn't hit anything in mid, that's for sure. Alright, we're down to 10 points. Allies are decapping. Honestly, there's so much AT that it's going to be tough for the Axe. Well, oh my god, Stuka clears the infantry. 6 points remaining. Rangers need to get on the point. Dumpster Bob. I get the Panzer III sacrificing itself to, like, stop it, but there's so much AT right there. Alright, there goes the AT gun. Rangers retreat. Infantry section trying to take it. We're down the flightless bird. Seeing his infantry. 1 point remains. And they hold on to it. Barely, I might add. Tiger taking a lot of damage. Mine's coming down. Will annoy the allied armor very soon. More Panzer IIIs moving on in. Artillery fires hitting the Grant, among other infantry. Grant's almost dead. There it goes. Black Prince is taking some hits. Panzer IIIs, though, are just slowly being eviscerated. Thanks, Bart, to the 17-pounder. Hellcat, with the Hellcats, and among other units. Allies are throwing everything they have into this point, and it seems to be working. Allied air power is driving the Germans away from mid. Even with all the artillery, all the armor, Allies barely are clinging on. What are they saying? All game I'm babysitting. I mean, to be fair, right now he does have the most units. Although, even if one is a flak. Alright, Tiger Tank is back on up. But again, I don't know how, like, if a Tiger Tank will necessarily win it. Because right now the biggest issue is the big guns. They need to neutralize that 17-pounder. But again, there's a lot of armor they have to go through, plus 17-pounder itself. The infantry as well, not as much, but still, foot guards are no joke. It's just a grueling fight for the Germans. And it's going to be very difficult. Also trying to salvage the Tiger. Bold play. Allies have artillery? They do have artillery. Okay. Please let one shot just kill this thing. Ah, that would have been so funny. But, I mean, to be fair, we're about to see GSK get a ton of resources. Hopefully using that to his advantage and, you know, getting a lot of armor to help. I think the Axis, they need artillery to help break this, and that seems to be working. They almost neutralized the 17-pounder. Medical truck needs to come on up and get this guy out. Armor-wise, we have 2 Hellcats. We have a lot of AA with 2 Poltons and a medical truck. We have ourselves a Hellcat, a Sherman, and a piece of artillery. 3 Grants and a Black Prince. More air support coming on in, thanks to your daddy, I believe. Alright, now we have air support coming in from Berkshire. German armor is down to a Stug. 2 Panzer IVs in that half-track. Double Stuka opening fire constantly, plus 2 Panzer IIIs. And Tiger and another Panzer III. Here we go. Another massive allied, Axis counterattack. Foot guards are nearly wiped out. 70-pounder is still there, and that can definitely put some pressure. Hellcats are in the left-hand side. They're going across the bridge. Bridge is very weak. Something we need to keep in mind. Again, luckily the big guns are constantly keeping the pressure on the Germans. Panzer III may fall here. Paratrooper squad came in from behind. Nice shot. Hellcat and Sherman comes in from the other side. And again, artillery neutralized 70-pounder. That's great, but the damage is done. Axis armor is just falling apart. Black Prince is just absolutely dominating the German infantry and armor that come into mid. Not a bad unit to hold in mid. I think it's just a recovery ability, right? Or not recovery ability, sorry. Yeah, emergency repairs, that's it. Okay. Want to double check on that. Okay. Alright. Meanwhile, we have a unit walking behind the... I get what he's trying to do. He wants to take this point. But, if he really wants to take this point... well, actually, he can't even do that. I was going to say, he has to strafe, so he... And there's Royal Engineers there too. And a fighting position. You would need to drop smoke. Make sure there's no infantry. And there's Royal Engineers there. So obviously Flightless Bird is not just going to let him smoke and cap it. He'll get on the point. Oh, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, big push by a Sherman. Deep behind the lines. Pack guns neutralized. Engineer squad gets eviscerated by the grenades. Here comes a lot of Panzers. Sherman will die. I feel like the Sherman's about to die. Yeah, there it goes. What are they talking about? Oh, we have time? Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, right now the Allies have a little... How do I say this? The Allies have no time. But they have the force to hold mid. Meanwhile, the Axis do have a little bit of time to spare. It will take them a few minutes for these victory points to run out, right? So that gives you time to gear up your armor, prepare for a counterattack. And honestly, I'm looking at this, and do you want to fight in mid where they have 17 pounders, rangers, grants, etc. locking this area down, or do you send all your armor in a last-ditch Hail Mary attempt to take that point? The flank might be your best shot. The flank might save it. Paratrooper squad throwing a satchel. Panzer Grenadiers do need to take this point because then the Axis will have less time. And nice MG drop. Hopefully Who's Your Daddy can suppress the Panzer Grenadiers before they're able to, yeah, I was going to say focus. Made is thrown. The bundle, so it's probably going to... Oh, wow, wow, okay. Being that far in the front would have killed it, but still. Alrighty. So, Altson will be able to take this back. King is moving to mid. We have armor gearing up on the left. Here comes 2 Hellcats. There are only 2. Oh, Panzer III hit a mine. Where? We're just gonna watch it. I feel like it's here, right? Right there. 17 pounder and fighting position are now gone. Panzer IIIs are still alive, though this one needs some heals immediately. Panzer IV is moving left. This isn't a bad idea in theory. The question is that 17 pounder where he moves it. King making its way up, alright. I think it's now a given that the Axis are maybe pushing left. Bombs come on in. Miss target. Panzer IV is moving on in. They are... Maybe Berkshire's going to keep the Allies pinned. And then the remaining armor moves up, right? Maybe? Here comes artillery in this sector. Nice Hellcat shots on the Panzer IV. Another salvo is going to come here in a second. Puts it down. We got German air support coming on in. Again, this King is making its way up, but there are mines everywhere, no sweepers. Points decapped. Nice shot in the Polton. He needs smoke or something. Well, actually, no. He's in good cover. King Tiger hits again. Hit the mine. Armor's coming on up. Hellcat's gonna be destroyed. We got strafes. We got all sorts of stuff coming in. Berkshire calling in his Suka Loiter. 17 pounder is the medical truck is gone, but the 17 pounder itself is still alive. Honestly, Berkshire needs to call in some drops in this sector, and they might do it if they can knock out the 17 pounder. Panzer III's trying, but so far have not been able to do it. Another shot. King Tiger being hit from the side. We have Hellcats and Grants hitting from multiple angles with Hellcats moving against Panzer III. He is slowly capping with the Panzer III. King Tiger trying to back on up, but my god, the Allies are sending quite a decent force, and the Allied armor, or Axis armor, is just not a good state. I love the Panzer IV hiding in the corner, being like, shh, they won't see me. It's like, yeah, they will. Nice. Oh, he's fortifying. Yes, you're not camping in that corner. Sorry, that's not happening. Trying to fortify in the corner. Are you serious? Anyway, Axis after that are, I think, done. Okay, there is this gentleman who has his tiger over here.
Jerry's run out of steam. They're down to our last 25.
If they would have done a parachute drop or something on that point, maybe they would have took the left star by the time the allies came. But unless Kenneth comes in, you're gonna see all the armor that's still in one piece coming over. It's just not gonna go well. A bomber's, by the way, coming in the back lines. Hits a good chunk of the German armor, and infantry just wipes most of it. My god, that's horrifying. Artillery just wipes that Panzer III. Sorry, Panzer Grenadier. Yeah, there goes that armor as well. AT Overwatch not neutralized that. God damn, they're just both sides just launching everything at this. Doesn't matter what AT Overwatch you call them though. Germans just don't have the forces to take mid. In theory, it's not a bad spot, but you just need to make sure the armor can't charge you, and that's what's happening. Tiger is dealing with commandos, but they're decapping it. Yeah, this is, I think this is GG. I don't mind the Axis attempt on the left flank, but usually it's a surprise attack. But most of the armor was just repositioned. Well, at least he stopped the decap. Alright. Black Prince still alive after all that time. Damn. Alright, let's double check. By the way, Who's Your Daddy submitted this replay, and honestly, he wasn't even the best in terms of infantry killer. He was up there at armor killer. My god, 22 kills. We'll check that out in just a second. Top damage goes to Flightless Bird. Kills goes to, definitely not Pineapple. The Axis side, Berkshire got top damage. Top kills goes to GSK. And, well, it's a lot of damage. It's probably AA. Gonna point that out there. We'll figure that out. Panzer Pioneer, 42 kills. Let's see right now, 49 kills for the Tiger. There were 2, but still. Oh, 3, never mind. Yeah, that brings it down quite a bit. All right, man, infantry section, 89 kills. 17 pounder, really holding its own. By God, he was just blasting left and right the Axis armor. But it worked. It absolutely worked. The quick movement of it kept the enemy at bay. Stooks, not bad. 8 kills, you know. King Tiger, you know, surprisingly pretty solid this game. There were a lot of them. They did die. But, you know, surprisingly, that one was not half bad. Meanwhile, 52 kills with Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, wait, already covered that. 81 kills for the Grants, 10 vehicle kills, but there were 14 of them, so not exactly all that great. 139 kills for the Falchion Pioneers. I wonder if something did well. I can't put my money on it, but I think it did well. Panzer IVs were mass deployed, but honestly didn't do that great, given 10 of them were deployed, only about 51 kills total. Chaffees, you know, you did deploy a lot of them, but they also got a lot of kills. Hellcats as well, so not too shabby. Not too shabby at all, Who's Your Daddy. And again, Who's Your Daddy, thanks for submitting this replay. This was a pretty solid one. 1 point remaining, and you held it together with your Chaffee and Hellcats more. Panzer III did okay, 9 kills, but again, just so many for vehicle kills. I guess it's fine. It's okay. I would say this is okay. MG got 31 kills. A Pack 38 that the Allies stole got 3 vehicle. That's actually a little funny. That's actually pretty funny. The German Pack gun killed the German armor. Pretty well. But yeah, that's okay. The Shermans honestly did probably the worst out of the major armor groups. But yeah, that's game. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. This has been Greyshot17, and I will see you all next time.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.